Howdy, I'm Chillin' Dylan. Everybody on the internet does the coming out stories, and I'm gonna do mine now. For me, I was a Wyoming boy. I worked on the oil drilling rigs, worked construction jobs, did some tree removal, kind of like logging type stuff. I have always loved being a man, and I just happen to like guys as well. I definitely did not want to come out with the words, "Mom, I'm gay." I had been around so much negativity for the word gay. It was like, that's gay, those shoes are gay. It wasn't even to do with the sexuality anymore, and I understand you just need a word to describe something, and that's all it is. But I wanted to come out to my family as like, this is the person I love. Right here, this is the person I love. So when I finally found him, or fell in love, I was working on the oil rigs at the time, and I would call my mom, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I can tell her, no problem, and then I would call her, and by the time I was on the phone with her, I just couldn't say it. I was like, Mom, I was going blank, and finally, I get out, Mom, this guy, Chris, is cooler than a friend, and she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, Chris, he's cooler than a friend. And she's like, what? Is he your best friend? I was like, no, it's different than that. And this went on for months. And finally, she wanted to meet me somewhere, and she had talked to my sister about it. And of course, my sister was like, oh, Dylan must be gay. So we had a meeting arranged when I had time off. And we went to a Chinese restaurant, and she kind of just came out and said, Dylan, are you gay? And I said, yes. And then, from there, it just went to where she was very accepting, and she met my partner of 5 years so far, and they're really close. They talk well, and they get along well. And I'm very happy that I introduced this, like, this is the person I love. Or maybe even if you don't have somebody, you can say, this is the person that these are the kind of guy that I want to love. It doesn't have to be something just like the word gay, because it has so much negativity towards it. So, that's my coming out story. It's pretty much in a nutshell. There was a lot more and less, but that's like all of it summed up to this little tiny story, I guess. So, anyway around it, that's my coming out story. Chillin' Dylan, out.